So, can y'all swim? I don't think y'all can swim.
No,
and that's on period. So, you want to come from my way? It's fine. As Drake said, he like BBW, so.
Period.
That's all I gotta say.
Hey guys, it's your girl Kirsty from Word in the Curve.
And it's your boy Nods, the one and only.
Today, we are bringing you another episode of Got a Problem.
Yes, that is right. Some of your favourite personalities will be reacting to some of the best topics.
Yeah. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
And make sure, don't watch this and then not do it. So take your finger, put it on the mouse pad, the keyboard, the phone screen, and bang, subscription.
Right, okay, guys, let's talk about cancel culture. Do we know what cancel culture is? Do I need to explain?
What is it?
Basically, now we have like such an online presence. Certain celebrities have been cancelled because of like stuff they've said. I don't really agree with cancel culture and just the way that it's really aggressive. It's like a really aggressive sort of witch hunt on people.
I have a love-hate for cancel culture. I love how people have recognized that accountability needs to be had sometimes. At the same time, I think that it's really, really dangerous because cancel culture hides under hate, just pure hate for some people.
I don't believe in cancel culture.
Yeah.
I think it's very stupid. The fact that people have the ability to cancel, I just think there's too much power there.
Certain people that deserve to like have their business outed and it's irreversible. But cancel culture is a trend. It's a trend. It's a trend. It's stupid.
Cancel culture essentially promotes cyberbullying.
100%.
Guys, let's all gang together and bully this person
To the pits.
to the pits of hell.
You know, when people are cancelled, there is an aggressiveness to it because people come for their necks. Do you get what I'm saying? Which obviously isn't good.
As much as people say, oh, she's cancelled, you're still talking about her. You're still making her relevant.
Cancel culture doesn't exist.
Amen.
Doesn't exist.
Amen.
I don't give a heck what anyone says.
Amen.
We cannot cancel people.
I think cancel culture is only relevant to the person that values other people's opinion. At the end of the day, you can only allow culture to cancel. That's why people like Wiley will never get cancelled because at the end of the day, he wasn't ever doing it for the culture.
You know James Charles, right? You know, my man's talking to underage kids and all that, right? Tell me why his palettes are still being sold in Boots, in Morphe stores.
The cancellation itself is not effective.
No.
And the word cancel shouldn't even be used. It should be temporarily suspended.
Some people's career are made out of cancel culture. Piers Morgan, Katie Hopkins. But they say now, like, if you haven't been cancelled, then you're not a celeb.
It's quite hard to do anything without getting judged and without being like someone saying anything about you. And like sometimes I have opinions, but on social media, the last thing I would want to do is write them. Even though I'd love to like go out there and have an opinion, I just know that sometimes your opinion can come across in the wrong way, especially like because we are in the public eye, people will do anything to be like, wow, can't believe you said that, can't believe you.
I feel like I can agree with what they're saying because before I was very opinionated. I'm quite an opinionated person anyway. But since doing Meet the Thorpes and with the amount of followers that we do have, I don't put my opinion out on social media about anybody else but me and Adrian.
Before we put something out, we ask each other, do you think that can be said better? Do you think this will offend anyone? If
Sometimes we film stuff and then had to stop. Go back to the drawing board and then refilm it again.
The moment you decide to grow a following, you're automatically revoking your right to have an opinion.
It's like a kid, right? If in front of your children, you're not going to do certain things in front of them, right?
Right.
So she obviously knows if she has an opinion about something and she puts it on social media, it's going to affect you. But you know that.
Right. I think a lot of influencers underestimate their actual influence. So they'll be like, oh, it's not that deep. But there's a little girl who is literally fixating and watching you every day, copying your every move. Yeah. If she sees you doing a certain thing, she's going to be like, oh, my idol does it, so it's fine. So I think a lot of them need to realise the impact that they do have. And I think a lot of influencers and YouTubers have younger audiences.
I find the world so sensitive, like especially me being a podcaster, I can say something and it's going to one way or another offend somebody.
Yeah, I don't know how what I'm going to say is going to affect other people. So I think if you're in the public eye, you have to be very aware of that and move correctly.
I did a little snippet of I like fat boys or something. I was saying I like really chubby guys, and then all the muscly guys were like, guys, that is hench phobic.
They were even looking to cancel Adele because Adele said she really enjoys being a woman.
Can't please
wrong.
everyone.
Exactly.
In any decision that you make, you're gonna offend someone.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you've enjoyed this video so far, make sure you let us know your thoughts in the comment down below.
Obviously everyone had opinions back then, but now everyone feels they need to put their opinion online. Like everyone feels like they need to say it because they need to be heard and they need to put it on. And it's great on one hand because we all get this platform to speak and speak our minds and it's a free country, blah, blah, blah. But on the other hand, some opinions can really friggin' hurt people.
I think some people forget that we're real people on the other side of the TV or whatever, and we have real feelings.
Sorry, I've got to pause on that one. I remember when we posted the video and we were in the car and people kept commenting on our weight and they were like, oh, the tire pressure's low in their car, the car ain't got no suspension. And do you remember I had to come off TikTok for like 2 weeks?
Did you see any comments on the back-to-back video that rubbed you the wrong way?
A lot of people came for my weight. A lot of people were like, oh, damn, she's fat. How can she say she's fit? And I'm like, I'm a whole freaking lifeguard. Like, I train all the time. Can y'all swim? I don't think y'all can swim.
No.
The same way you can drag someone, I should have that same right to be able to drag you back. But the moment that happens, they will say you're using your platform to bully them.
Yeah.
You have to almost have a higher moral ground. But that person can... I just don't think it's fair.
If we look at, like, you know, in the 90s, a lot of people had opinions. A lot of people had a say, but they didn't have platforms. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because it was the mainstream media.
Yeah, there was no
the
platform. And now with social media on the, like, literally the biggest as it is, and people having platforms, people think that their opinions are valid. No.
We're in a digital age. Where else are they going to say it? It's not that you're not going to say it to people's face, but we all live on our phone now.
When everyone used to watch TV, BBC and ITV is regulated, but online you could post what you want. So if everyone's spending all their time online, that means we're just consuming whatever.
What is online, exactly.
I can see why people get angry and do say, oh yeah, let's cancel this person. But like I said, people make mistakes, and if they truly like are sorry and own up to it, I don't think we should cancel people.
No, I do get it, because like, I think of the stuff that you said when you were younger. Like, there is some stuff I said in the playground that I would not dare say now.
Get more educated
now. Yeah, 100%. You learn, you grow, you experience, you learn what's right and wrong. You're taught by your parents, by people around you.
I feel like when it comes to people who have really like racist, misogynistic, you know, all types of views, we should be very aggressive with them. Like, we shouldn't go light and, you know, oh, they didn't mean it. You know, if it was 10 years ago, they still said it. So we shouldn't cancel them. But I think definitely
accountability is important.
they need to speak up and say, why would you tweet that?
Do you think there's a time limit for cancel culture in terms of like what someone has done like 10 years ago, 15 years ago?
If you're going to be cancelled, can't you be cancelled for something you did last week as opposed to 4 years ago?
I feel like you could be called out for something you said 4 years ago. I'm not gonna lie, and I do believe there should be an apology. For me, if somebody generally apologizes, be like, you know what, as a person, that happened a long time ago, but I recognize now as an adult that those things are wrong. That's cool.
But there's some situations where I'm just a bit like, they were 12. Like, think when we were on social media when we were 12 and we were like, throwing out like whatever, doing stupid and you haven't, like, your mind hasn't
developed.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
People make mistakes. There's always a way to rectify it, unless they're like, no, I said what I said. Like, I'm not changing it.
I agree, right? But I see
do agree.
so much right on YouTube. I'm sorry for like the titles like, I'm quitting YouTube, and it's the most half-assed apology.
I think it's really important to consider like why people want that person to be cancelled, because sometimes people will choose to get something off someone's past at a time when they might see that they're going places or doing things and decide to try and hinder them or prevent them from becoming who they want to be.
Just because it was 10 years ago, just because it was this and that, they might still have those views.
Yeah, and they have a responsibility to their platform, their supporters, to explain themselves the same way they want to broadcast everything else. Broadcast. Exactly.
My issue is that when these things resurface and then people apologize and it's not enough. It's like, oh, but you're a racist because you said this when you were 12.
But that is literally cancel culture though.
I just think like those half-assed apologies, I can tell if they're
So you need to,
half-assed. Are you going to educate yourself as to why you
And
cannot
do
say that
something,
anymore? And what is your action attached to it?
Been an episode of Geordie where, you know, something bad's happened, then people have got like a big opinion on that. Like that quite affects us still. Like, even though it is a TV show, I do think like sometimes people's opinions are like really involved. They go in, don't they? Like,
you see those two, I feel like they can really talk. Letitia Grace was on The Valleys back in the day, and Sophie was on Geordie Shore. These were the shows back then where they would literally pipe on TV. They will go from one club to another club, bring everybody home, and they will be shagging left, right, and centre. I actually don't know how they're coping, because this is now 2022. People are still watching their shows all the way back from 2017.
I had an experience where I said something about Alex and his friend. So I wrote something on Instagram, and I shouldn't have wrote it in hindsight, but I said something that to me wasn't offensive, to Alex, to his friend wasn't offensive, but someone who was offended by it read it, and it went all over the press. There was people were DMing me like death threats.
Cancel culture definitely translates into real life. A lot of these people who are influencers, who are content creators that have been cancelled, that's their bread and butter.
I've heard some stories. Man. People calling people's emailing people managers, emailing people's brand deals. Why are you working with this person? Like, really, cancel culture. People try to take it out of social media and they want to destroy that person's life. Have you ever been cancelled?
No, I haven't been cancelled. My enemies have tried, but they will never succeed.
I think it also translates into real life because of your mental health. Someone said that I was fat on TikTok and I didn't go on TikTok for 2 weeks.
I'm trying to think of one person that's been cancelled, that's actually been cancelled. And I can't think of any. I mean, he's still got money, he's still doing his thing, so it can't stop certain people's money. It can slow it down, but no.
It don't mean crap, really. Yeah.
Does cancel culture make you like afraid to share your views online?
I know going into this, like going into content, going into presenting, there is a chance it comes with it. It comes with the territory now. So I need to be like woman enough to know that could come with it.
Cancel culture definitely makes me scared to post my opinion. I don't say anything on social media apart from our skits and our pranks and the things that we do.
I could get cancelled at any moment. It is a worry for me as someone who's upcoming. Like, I could end my career before I've even started.
You have to carefully orchestrate everything you do. To me, it's not healthy. I'm talking from like a content creator point of view. And like when you're out and about, people have phones, man.
Am I afraid of saying certain things? To be honest, not really. I always say if you like cancel me, I'm not care. But at the same time, I'm very conscious of the things that I talk about. Like, I know I had a conversation about race when I first started, and I decided that those are I didn't want to have those conversations, not because it wasn't important, but I think I didn't have the knowledge at the time to have those conversations.
Are we too sensitive as a society?
I definitely think so. You got to clutch pearls with almost everything you say. You got to really be careful, really think things through.
You could say something that's correct. I could be like, I'm a Christian, I believe in God. And then someone could be like, oh my gosh, we should cancel her because she doesn't believe that God doesn't exist and the world was created in a Big Bang.
Any topic that arises, it's just like someone always gets offended. When it comes down to comedy, I feel that you should be able to express a joke in any way you feel, because it's not serious, it's a joke, it's made for people to laugh.
Can you separate art from opinion?
Personally, Rihanna can do no wrong in my eyes. Beyonce can do no wrong in my eyes.
Every public figure has their loyal supporters, and unless they completely, I don't know what they can do like for them to literally be cancelled.
However, if it's Donald Trump or even Boris, could you separate Boris's arts from his...
Boris is not an artist. Sorry.
No, he's an artist. Didn't you see him dancing at the party?
I don't think you can
separate people from their art forms. Because you're always going to, when you see that person, think of what their opinion has been.
I think also depends what their opinion is. If it's like, like rape and racism and all that stuff, I can't really.
I think it's difficult. I feel like any art starts from the soul of that person. I feel like there is elements of someone's character, whether that be in their music, whether that be in their art form.
Someone's just come to mind.
Yeah, someone's come to mind also. 1, 2, 3, Sam Walker.
Cancel culture, I suppose it can be used, but it really needs to be used appropriately. I would say if we can all respect each other's views, then we won't need a cancel culture.
Sometimes you may make mistakes. Sometimes you may do things wrong, but we're human. I'm not perfect, so yeah.
If you love this episode, please remember to like, comment and subscribe.
Gotta subscribe, guys. More content coming.
And press the notification bell.
Amen.